ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Bins, and I welcome you to the 6th part of the marvelous, wondrous journey that is Let's Play Shapez Industries, the series in which I take you through the wondrous world of the Shapez Industries mod for the factory builder Shapez. And last video we ended on near completion of level 16, and I ended that video saying that I would, let the required shapes run in, get to the hub until we got to level 17. And one thing I decided to do was take a screenshot at the moment when that happened so that we could read the text together. This is what happened. Level 16 completed. With the power of science, you can now research Tier 2 variants. This means even cooler variants for you to play around with. Look closely. There might just be some brand new variants in there. Okay, well, that sounds exciting. So let's immediately have a look at that, shall we? They are not the upgrades, they are the research tiers. Okay. And we do have some interesting shapes that need to be produced here. And of course, we are going to need to rely on the combiner, aren't we? So let's see what we can get. Smart Splitter, Tunnel Tier 2, Deep Miner. I am curious what that is. I have no idea. The Laser Cutter, spoiler alert, I kind of know what it does already. And the other two are just... the Quad Stacker. We get a Quad Stacker? That is pretty crazy. Okay, the base game does not have a Quad Stacker. That is pretty cool. And these shapes look like a total hassle. Right? They look like it takes a lot of time to get that factory going. And then you only need 30 shapes. So I think the upgrades are what I am going to do first. And I am going to, sloppily throw them together. I was looking at this first shape right here. I'm sloppily going to throw them together. I am not going to take the effort of creating nice full belt outputs. So yeah, because we're just going to need the 30 shapes anyway. Okay then, let's get working on that, shall we? Let's get to it. Let's see, for the first one, we need 3/4 of a cyan circle and a full blue shape of, let's see, this is the combination of a circle and a star, isn't it? I believe it is. God, the stars. Why do we always need the stars? Okay, that's the first one we're going to be working on, so a circle and a star. Let's see. Hey, see what I see? There we go. Right, that's the two shapes done. Now let's look at the paint. Alright, and I think that's the first one done. They do take a lot of time to get from wherever I decided to put them. Yeah, maybe that wasn't the smartest idea, but it's what it is. Yeah, it's what it is. It's what we get. It's what you get. Sorry. This is what you sign up for, okay? That's what you get. But anyway, we should be getting those 2 shapes, those 30 shapes in pretty quickly, I feel like, so that should be good. While we wait for that, I am already going to analyze this shape, and I'm going to take a few notes, actually, on a piece of paper, because that helps me assess what I need. You know what I'm going to do also? I am going to take the risk of just deleting this factory right here. I don't think I will be needing it anymore. That may free up some shape patches that might come in handy later. We'll see. Yeah, alright. So, let's have a look at this shape, shall we? This is definitely interesting. So, what we need is the top red shape right here. That is in combination of a windmill and a square, isn't it? A windmill and a square. Did you hear that pling? I like that pling. That's the pling. Boom, we get the smart splitter. Oh, this is going to make life a lot more fun. Great, smart splitter done. Then the first thing I'm going to do is get, the other shape out, the other upgrade shapes. Let's do that first. So, I feel like we can keep our color, can't we? And then let's have a quick look at this. We need a cyan star, and we need a blue, what is the name? Let's call it a fan blade or a flower. I'm gonna call it a flower because I like the look of that. And that requires a circle and a windmill, doesn't it? Circle and a windmill. Sure thing. Let's do that. Let's get a quad cutter in, because I really don't care about the speed of these things. So let's see what we get from this. That's actually pretty good, isn't it? Well, pretty good. That's a bit of a stretch, but yeah. Let's just do it like this. So, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Yep. And then we are going to rotate that. Stack that. And then we're going to repeat this process. Only now we need 2 rotations. Well, we could do it like this, can't we? Then we get that good stuff, don't we? Now we get the full shapes. Is that correct? Absolutely. And then we can get a combiner in. Boom, there it is. Is that the shape I want? It absolutely is. And then we can get 2. Let's put that there. And then let's get 1 single painter in here and there. Let's see what needs to go on top. The cyan the cyan star needs to go on top. So that means we want our color mixer. What's my hotkey for the color mixer? That one. So, green there. Yes, thank you very much. Blue blue can split. And now we have the smart splitter. Liking it. I like it. Great. Excellent. Then the flowery shape goes to the bottom, and this one goes on top. Perfect. And just double check whether that actually gives us the shape we want. Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So, back to the analysis of this thing. So, we had established we need, for the upper layer right here, we need a windmill and a square, and it needs to be red. Good. For the second layer, we need a star and a square, isn't it? And it needs to be white. Okay. And for the third one, we need... That's a star with a square as well, right? So, and that needs to be red. Therefore, I'm gonna want to produce 2 belts of this. So this means for the bottom layer, we need a full belt of windmills, we need a full belt of squares, we need half a belt of red paint. For the second layer, the middle layer, we need a full belt of stars, a full belt of squares, and half a belt of white. And then for the bottom one, we want half a belt of stars, half a belt of squares, and half a belt of red. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna multiply that by 2. So we want two belts of windmills, 2 belts of squares, 2 belts of stars, another 2 belts of squares, 1 belt of stars, and 1 belt of squares. And that gives us 1. If we put everything together, we need 1.5 belts of red, 1 belt of green, and 1 belt of blue. And hey, another update. Great. Let's do Tunnels Tier 2. Tunnels Tier 2. You have unlocked a new variant of the tunnel. It has a bigger range, and you can also mix and match those tunnels now. I assume this is just the regular game tunnel, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's just a Tier 2 tunnel from the regular game, so that's good. Now let's get back to our upgrade shape thingamajig. Let's look at the next one. Can get rid of this pin. Here we need a blue circle and a cyan diamond. Alright, and the cyan diamond is made from... Do I have an omni shape right here? I feel like I want to work with an omni shape. I always like me a good omni shape. Provides you with everything you need. But it appears we don't, and that sucks. So, star and a square, correct? Yes. So, as a matter of fact, I can actually still use this. We're gonna keep the quad cutter here. And then, what do we need? No, it doesn't have a square. It doesn't have a square quadrant. That kind of sucks. Where is the closest square quadrant? Feel like we find it here. Great. Let's just slap this together. Slap this stuff on. Oh, you know what? I actually like this. Let's do this, and then immediately do that. That gives me what I want, doesn't it? Yes, sirree. Then we get a balancer out. We rotate that stuff again. We stack it. Yep, that looks good. Then we get another balancer out. Wait a minute. Okay, we need this right here. Get another balancer out. Is that what we want? Absolutely. Yes. And then you go there. You go there. We get another stacker. And we get our diamond. And then we just need... we need the diamond right here. Whoop. There it is. And then we need a circle. Yeah. Let's just keep this, shall we? Let's keep this. Let's put that there. We're being super sloppy. I know. Don't judge me. We're being... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine like this. This should get me a circle, correct? Absolutely. And then the circle will go at the bottom here. No, this is the top, so I did that wrong. You go there. You go there. Yes, that actually looks good, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okie dokie. Let's just keep an eye out. Is this actually what we want? Not yet, not yet, not yet, but these other shapes just need to flush out. Yes, there we go. Okay. So, back to analysis. Back to analyzing this pretty little thing. So, 2 windmills, 2 squares, 2 stars, another 2 squares. So that gives me 5 belts of squares, for real? 5 belts of squares. 2 belts of windmills. Haha. And then 3 belts of stars. And then 1.5 belts of red, 1 belt of green, and 1 belt of blue. That's what I think I need. I hope I didn't miscalculate, because that would be a pain in the neck. You know what? Since I feel like we have actually reached the point where I am really starting to need to pay attention to stuff, you know, with all the ratios and how the shapes are being put together, because these things are definitely getting more and more complex, which is, you know, not that we didn't it's not that we didn't see that coming, but I am actually just going to fast forward the video a whole ton, and I'm just going to get these upgrade shapes in. And, you know, as long as that's the case, I'm just going to be fast forwarding, and then after that, I am fully concentrated for this shape right here. Okay, so let's just do that. You unlock the deep miner. Yes, you can't chain it, but it outputs much more than a normal miner, making it possible to get more than before out of a deposit. Okay. Okay. Let's see what the deep miner does then. Now my first question is, it's not been replaced automatically, so 1 item per second, 2.5 items per second. Interesting. So this is a ratio. Oh, right, you cannot chain it. I cannot chain it. Well, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? I mean, in this case, it doesn't even matter, but since you can't chain it, I don't really see the added value. Maybe you could tell me in the comments, but since you cannot chain it, I feel like, I don't know how much we will be using this, to be honest. But, okay, let's get on with it. Is this what we want for that shape? I believe it is. Perfect. Perfect. And then, you know, You can get lost. Let's clear this belt right here. Very good. You can get lost. And then what we want is the... Ah, you are a dick. Of course you would. Of course you would. So... Yes. I think we're good. Except... No, we are good. As a matter of fact, we are good, I think. This should be it, right? Yeah. This is okay. Let's flush out some old shapes. Some erroneous ones. Yeah, well, if you don't pay attention to what you're doing, then you're not gonna have a good time, are you? This is not supposed to be green, this is supposed to be blue. So, there you go, buddy. Are we good now? Yeah, this looks good. This looks a lot better. Perfect. Excellent. So, now let's get to working on the last one. On the second to last one. This requires one regular windmill and one rotated or mirrored windmill, which consists of a windmill and a star. This is getting complex, isn't it? This is getting quite complex. Well, it's not so much complex as it is confusing, you know what I mean? It's just very confusing because you have to pay a lot of attention to what you're doing. And for the life of me, I cannot keep the mirrored and the regular windmill apart from each other. I do not know which one the regular one and the mirrored one is. So let me have a look at this. This one's tough. This one's a challenge. This one's a challenge. Well, the good news is we got another upgrade, the laser cutter. Okay, this is interesting. What does the laser cutter do? You unlock the laser cutter. It accepts wire inputs for each corner and cuts off the indicated corners. With this, you can make even more complex floating shapes. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, this is going to ruin my life, isn't it? Yes, this is going to make life a living hell. But interesting. From this explanation right as of now, I have no idea what the ramifications of this laser cutter thing could be. I have no idea whatsoever. I will have to play around with that and see what it could do. Right? But we have unlocked the laser cutter. This sounds like a big thing. Okay, laser cutter it is. Laser cutter it is. Now, let's get back to this thing. Which is absolutely 100% kicking my butt. So, let's just get back to this. Let's just get back to the simple thing. This is what we need, right? I think this is what we need. So, I think I just want to create a full anti-windmill. Isn't it? We want to create a full anti-windmill. And next to that, I am also going to want to create a regular full windmill. Well, we could get rid of this thing, can't we? Yes, let's get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Alright. So we have the two regular windmills. Well, we have the two types of windmills that we need. Good. Now, we need... as a matter of fact, why did I merge these? I didn't have to merge them, did I? No, I didn't. So, let's see what we could do here. We need two of them cyan and we need two of them blue. So I think we could do it like this, can't we? Somehow we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna see what we get from that. So, two of them cyan. Hello. Where's my color mixer? There you are. That's one, that's two. Well, why do I make life hard on myself? This is easier. So one green. And then... I think that should be right. And then again, with the utmost care in the world, I want to see how I have to stack these units together. There we go. Now, the reverse windmill parts have to be on the bottom layer. The reverse windmill parts have to be on the bottom layer. So that is this one. And this one. Is it this one? Is it that one? God, I feel like I'm so blind. No, it is not that one. It is this one. Isn't it? Looks like it is. So, as a matter of fact, is it correct if I stack this here? For crying out loud, I am whatever the equivalent of dyslexic is. This is confusing. This is confusing beyond anything I've ever seen. I am sorry. I am sorry if you feel, if you feel like I'm being a dummy. But I feel like this is just beyond my capacity or something. You know what I mean? I just don't see it. I find these windmills confusing as all hell. So again, let's look at these things properly. Is it this one I have to combine with that one? No, because they are the same. They are the same. They are all the same. Why are they all the same? They're not supposed to be all the same. Because that's not what I did. Oh, dear Lord. Dear Lord. Okay, I am going to... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give them all the same rotation, I feel like. We didn't do this properly, did we? Yeah, I think I found part of the flaw. I think this needs to go there. These shapes are absolutely 100% kicking my butt. They are kicking my butt. So, what about this then? Is this what I need? Does this give me what I need? Yeah, I think it does. For the first time, I think I have what I need. Sorta. And then, is this the regular windmill? It has to be. It just has to be. Isn't it? Good God. Finally. And then that one goes on top. I rotate it first. It goes on top. And then this one goes at the bottom. Yeah. This what I need? Is this finally the shape I actually need? Is this it? It doesn't look like it is. I think I stacked them. I need to stack them the other way around. Sigh. Is this what we need? I think it is. I think it is. I think we've got it. Good gods. Good gods. This is the shape we need. Oh boy, I am really having a tough time. I am really having a tough time with these reverse windmills. They confuse me. They confuse me. But okay, we figured it out. We figured it out. Finally. And then this one should actually be relatively easy, I feel like. We need squares and circles. That's what we need. So, why don't we get a few of these in? That's actually nice, isn't it? It's a cute little setup. You can also use the combiners as mergers. Shape mergers. Okay. So, I believe these will fit on one belt, won't they? Probably will. And then we're going to get them to... We're going to get them into some painters. Okay. Yeah, that's not how that works. That is how that works, right? No. Other way around. Yes. Yes, yes. Good grief. Good grief. Well, the good news is we have our shapes. We have our shapes. Okay, we've got our next upgrade, which is the 180 rotator. Okay, well, it's good to have that. You just unlocked the 180 degrees rotator. It allows you to rotate a shape by 180 degrees. Surprise! Good. Good, good. We needed that. And then finally we will get the quad stacker last. Feel like we can get rid of this. We won't be needing that anymore. You know, I'm not going to lie. This was much more of an endeavor than I thought it would be. You know, I thought, you know what, we're just going to quickly do these upgrade shapes and then we're going to have a look at the at this thing. But I feel like I have been recording for such a long time that I think I'm going to wrap up the episode right here. Yeah, that is what I am going to do. We're going to wait for these shapes to come in, these last upgrade shapes, and then I'm going to call it a day. I am very sorry if you expected more, but that's not what we're gonna get. Because I humbly have to admit that Shapez Industries kicked my butt, especially with the reverse windmill. I don't know. I feel like I'm cross-eyed when I have to analyze those shapes. I find them pretty hard to keep apart. So honestly, I hope that we won't be confronted with that, because I feel like that might be my Achilles heel. Okay, so we're going to wrap up the video here sooner than expected, because I was hoping to get a level done, but you know, the fact that we are playing this blind comes with its downsides as well. This is one of the downsides. We didn't make as much progress as I had hoped we would. But I guess that is it. So either way, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Bye-bye.